All right, today's review in a very brisk Detroit, Michigan is the 2025 Ford Explorer ST. All right, so a quick look at the window sticker for this particular car. As you can see, 2025 Ford Explorer ST four-wheel drive, 3-liter EcoBoost, 10-speed, Negate black metallic with Onyx seats. Little shocked to see the sticker price of this car at above 60 grand. Just a shockingly high MSRP for a car in this segment, in my opinion. But you can see Equipment Group 400A. This has the optional 21-inch wheels, floor liners, Blue Cruise, and the Sun and Sound package, which is looks like just under $3,000. So certainly a high spec car. You can see fuel ratings at 20 combined, 18 city, 25 highway. You can see all these various ratings that no one ever cares about. Safety ratings, rollover 4-star, side crash 5-star. I think this SUV just does a really good job of having great design cues, looking sporty without overdoing it. I think it's a balance of an SUV that both moms and dads would like driving. We'll take a peek into the interior. You can see it's snowing here. Interior, really nice place to be. Seating is quite good. You've got nice bolstering, good lumbar support. I really like the ST logos and the red stitching. Just a very sporty interior. You can see the dual full panel roof. Rear seat, pretty spacious. My seating position up front is how I'd be sitting. And you can see, granted, I'm much larger than the average person, but you can see you can certainly comfortably fit 4 adults. And then if we take a look at the third row, you can see third row seats down, tons of room. Okay, so a quick look at the infotainment in the 2025 Ford Explorer. First off, one change from the previous model is they changed from the vertical screen setup to a horizontal screen setup, and very impressed with how responsive the new screen is. And also, I just think it just flows well with the dash. Again, it's a good size. It's responsive to the touch. It's doesn't obstruct view in any way. And you can see you've got built-in Google Maps, which is always cool just to have the option to run the maps off the car versus your phone. Of course, if you want to go off of your phone, you've got CarPlay, you've got Android Auto, you've got a lot of good parking visual aids here on the cluster, which is very nice. Will come in handy. One thing that I was not expecting in this car is having a YouTube app, which would definitely come in handy for, waiting for kids after practice, or, you're on a road trip and you're eating lunch, you're just hanging out. This is just something I wasn't expecting in the car, and pretty cool. Today I'll be reviewing the new Ford Bronco. In my opinion, this is one. It's a well done Ford on the new infotainment screen. All right, so other items I like about the interior here, lots of great storage inside of this car. You've got wireless charging, you've got room for 2 phones here, good cup holders. You can see lots of storage down here as well. Looks like USB, USB-C, and we've got a cigarette power outlet down there as well. A ton of space down there. Nice that you can close that. You've got your e-brake. You've got all your drive modes down here. Again, good places for keys and little things here. Decent size center console here. All right, so one of the things for sure that I do not like about this car is I do not like this electronic shifter dial. Just doesn't feel natural in the hands. I mean, it's easy enough to use, but you can just imagine, your just issues when you're going to stop the car and you think you're in park, but you're not. Okay, so let's take a quick look under the hood. Really menacing looking front end. I do like the front end. So we've got the 3-liter twin turbo engine here. I'll put the performance stats up here on the screen so you can take a look at them, but doesn't sound particularly cool or anything like that. All right, so we are here doing our initial test drive of the 2025 Ford Explorer ST trim, which I am particularly excited to drive. You know, obviously Explorer's been around for decades at this point. Pretty well respected name as far as SUVs go. And I think for 2025, you know, it's considered more of a refresh than a major overhaul. A couple of the initial impressions: visibility good, seating very comfortable and good. Interior is a nice place to be. The cool thing about Ford Explorers, and particularly black Ford Explorers, is that when you're in the left lane, everyone is going to move out of your way because they think you're a cop. So that's a fun factor of driving a black Ford Explorer ST. Okay, so just cruising along here at interstate speeds. You know, fuel economy in the efficient driving mode is actually pretty good. Again, I think around low 20s is what I'm seeing and what you could expect, which, you know, not bad for the segment. That's I think that's middle of the pack. I think most people are going to expect, you know, a 3-row crossover with a, you know, 6-cylinder, 4-cylinder to be around the low to mid 20s mark. So this seems on par with that. The difference, though, is, you know, this is a car that has 400 horsepower. So I do like that. The fact that it's eking out pretty good efficiency with this kind of power is impressive. Again, just overall impressed with the driving dynamics and ride quality. Pretty good. Again, the interior sound insulation very good. Not hearing. It's a very windy day here in Detroit, and impressed with the sound deadening in this car. Actually, the ride is better than I would have guessed. I do like this 10-speed transmission a lot. I would reckon this is the same 10-speed platform that was engineered and designed in conjunction with General Motors. Kind of an unusual partnership between two enemies in Detroit, but the result is, you know, a pretty great transmission. It's responsive. It's not, you know, searching around for gears. It's not shifting too often. If it is, it's not noticeable. So pretty impressed with the driving dynamics so far. I'm taking a bit of a curve here on an exit ramp. And my bar for fun, sporty 3-rows is the Mazda CX-90, which in recent months is probably the most fun, sporty, refined 3-row I've driven. And man, I would say this is right there with it. Okay, so I am going to throw it into sport mode now and just see how the driving experience changes. First off, I love all the drive modes that you can easily select through on the dash. A few of the noticeable things on this interior, speaker system is it sounds like exhaust notes are being pumped into the interior speakers. And generally, I don't like that type of artificial engagement, but it does sound cool inside the car. One thing I did just notice is that there's actually paddle shifters in this car, which is kind of fun. I don't know how many people who are buying this car are looking for paddle shifters, but just kind of a nice fun thing to play around with. It seems to hold the rev too, and hold the gear in sport mode, which is a lot of fun.